Hello, I'm Stasch, and this is Villa Park News for April 2nd, 2018. Spring break 2018 is over, and the local schools are reopening for the final stretch of the school year. One school group, the Willowbrook High School Marching Band, had a special spring break trip this year to Disney World by invitation to highlight their band right down Main Street in the Magic Kingdom. Let's watch. Certainly a great way to spend spring break for the band members and their families. But for others back home in Villa Park, it wasn't so happy a spring break. A house on Rand Road was the site of a house fire. Villa Park Fire Engine Company 81 was the first on the scene and were able to contain the damage to the exterior of the home. Fire personnel from Elmhurst, Oakbrook Terrace, Lombard, York Center, and Addison were at the scene to assist. The house suffered significant damage, however, no one was injured. The Villa Park Fire Department was also called to a fire at King Transmission in Elmhurst on Lake Street, just east of Church Road. The fire was located in a U.S. mail truck engine compartment on a lift inside the building. Fire crews were able to extinguish the fire before it spread. No one was injured, and the cause of the fire is under investigation. And finally, the Villa Park Fire Department was called to a car fire on North Avenue and Addison. This time, Engine 82 responded and extinguished the fire without incident. Traffic was blocked for about 45 minutes on westbound North Avenue at Addison Road. With the calendar switching to spring, the Villa Park Police held 2 meetings at the police department on Ardmore. The first meeting was for the neighborhood watch captains, and Officer Sonia Bregman took over the coordination of the program and detailed plans for 2018, including community events. One such event is an open house on Saturday, May 19th. The open house will include tours inside the police station and outdoor demonstrations. More details will be announced by the police department in the coming weeks. The second meeting at the police station also included Officer Bregman. This time, the Community Emergency Response Team, or C.E.R.T group, met with Sergeant Sehack, along with Deputy Chief Bill Lyons and Chief Mike Lay. The C.E.R.T team members will be reviewing their emergency trailer equipment and scheduling practice drills in preparation for potential weather emergencies this spring and summer. One topic that resulted from the meetings with the Villa Park Police Department is the rules and regulations for the door-to-door solicitors. Officer Bregman outlined what any person going door-to-door in Villa Park must have for permits and who is exempt from requiring a permit. She explained that if a group is selling a product, then they must have a permit and be able to display the permit on request to any resident. The local youth, sports, and school groups are exempt from getting a solicitor's permit, but must still notify the Village of Villa Park when the group is planning door-to-door sales. Also, for a resident who posts a clear sign at the door with the words "No Soliciting," they are advised if someone comes to the door and ignores the sign, the resident should get the person's name and organization they represent and report the incident to the police department. And if at any time a person comes to your door and requests access inside your home, be very careful and make certain that you requested their visit. If you have any suspicions about persons at your door, call 911. Members of school districts, local businesses, and Villa Park officials are planning a celebration on April 28th at the ODEUM that all residents are invited to attend. The event, titled Celebrate 8 and 28, is a celebration to acknowledge Money Magazine selecting Villa Park as the 28th best place to live in the United States and the 8th best place to raise a family. The magazine selected Villa Park because of the affordable housing, good job market, and good performance in the local schools. Jan Fiola, Villa Park's Economic Development Director, is leading the planning committee that will include music performances by students from Willowbrook High School, Elementary School Districts 48 and 45, and the Islamic Foundation School in Villa Park. Students will also submit art projects for a contest, and the Mayer Irish Dance School will perform at the event. The headline act will be Mike Anker's Dueling Pianos. Tickets for the event are $8 and include food tickets for some of the Villa Park's best food providers and desserts from local churches. There will be a cash bar open during the Dueling Pianos performance. In sports, the Chicago Cubs opened the 2018 baseball season at Miami with a bang on the very first pitch. Ian Happ, the Cubs center fielder and leadoff hitter, belted a home run on the first pitch to right field. Happ had 7 home runs in spring training this year and earned his spot as the leadoff hitter. Cubs first baseman Anthony Rizzo hit his first home run in the second inning to give the Cubs a 4-1 lead. Then in the 7th inning, left fielder Kyle Schwarber, who has shed 30 pounds since the end of last season, also had a solo home run. Cubs starting pitcher John Lester lasted only into the 4th inning, giving up 4 runs and allowing 7 hits. The White Sox had even more of a splash with a 14-7 win in their first game in Kansas City. White Sox designated hitter Matt Davidson hit 3 home runs. This was the first opening day for Davidson, and in total the White Sox had 6 home runs for the day. The Chicago Blackhawks, who for the first time in 10 years are playing out the regular season after having been eliminated from the playoffs, managed to win over the Winnipeg Jets at home on Thursday, March 29th at the United Center by a score of 6-2. In the 3rd period, the Blackhawks declared an unusual emergency when both of their goalies were injured. That meant the designated emergency goalie Scott Foster suited up and took to the ice for the Blackhawks. Scott Foster is 36 years old and an accountant. This was Scott's first appearance as a professional, and he was able to stop all 7 shots in 14 minutes on goal to help seal a win for the Blackhawks. The Willowbrook High School girls took to their sports fields over spring break and had success at home. The Willowbrook girls varsity softball team hosted Batavia and played well on offense and defense. The Lady Warriors played solid defense on the field, including a double play early in the game, but at the plate, the Lady Warriors took advantage of many errors committed by their opponents, including a bases-loaded play that resulted in 4 runs scored. The Warriors went on to finish the game with a win by the score of 6-2. The Willowbrook girls soccer team played against Proviso West at Willowbrook Stadium on Saturday, March 31st, on a windy and chilly day. The Warriors' defense was excellent, including in the goal and on the field, keeping pressure on their opponents in their own end for most of the first half. The Lady Warriors had several opportunities to score in the first half, but were turned away. In the second half, the Warriors scored 2 goals for the win. Now on to entertainment news. I saw the movie Game Night with Jason Bateman, Rachel McAdams, Kyler Chandler, and Sharon Horgan. Bateman's best known for his dry and calm wit, along with Rachel Adams. They team up as a married couple who meet with friends for a highly competitive game night on a regular basis. And when Bateman's brother comes by for a visit, the stakes are raised and more realistic party games ensue.
Tonight, we're taking game night up a notch.
Oh boy.
Someone in this room is going to be taken, and it's going to be up to you to find them.
It's a murder mystery party.
Whoever finds the victim wins the grand prize. You're not going to know what's real and what's fake. Wait a sec, you can't just come in here and break the door.
Looks so real.
Guys, make sure you get a piece of this cheese. It's just...
First one that follows us gets shot.
Okay, roger that. You drive safe.
I've always enjoyed the camaraderie of good friends, competing in games of chance and skill.
Do we follow him?
It seems like it.
Ryan, you go first.
I'm scared.
Well,
Bloody hell!
It's not a joke. You people are in real danger.
Is this gun real?
Oh, no, Andy.
Oh, no.
Blood!
I hate game night!
Oh, shit. So we'll take a little bath.
Oh, it's so much worse.
Wait, I have kids at home.
Now with an ass like that, you don't.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes! Oh no, he died! This is instructions on how to remove a bullet. Didn't have rubbing alcohol, so I got you this lovely shard.
Good idea. Way to pivot.
And then a squeaky toy.
For the pain.
That's smart, huh?
Game night is for adults due to language and some sexual references. If you want to spend a couple of hours being entertained with no strings attached, game night will fit the bill. I give this movie 3.5 out of 5. You won't see any of this movie at the Oscars, but it's still worth a matinee ticket price. On April 2nd, Little Caesars Pizza here in Villa Park on St. Charles Road had a large crowd out the front door for free pizza because of the Loyola Ramblers college basketball team Final Four appearance. People were lined up during the lunch hour and the line continued to grow. Several people received free pizza from Little Caesars and were very happy for the Loyola Ramblers and their pizza. And finally, last weekend, the ODEUM Expo Center in Villa Park was the scene of national collegiate dance sport competitions. The event is for college dancers and alumni who competed over 3 days in every ballroom dance style imaginable. This year, hundreds of dancers competed in team and individual couples for a total of $5,000 in prize money, and more funds were available for expenses on a needs basis for competitors. That is our report for the start of April. We'll have more for you next time. I'm Al Stasch. Thank you for watching.